Hello and welcome to a new card here at justonemocard.com. Today I want to showcase the painted butterflies by Altenew. And for that I have prepared a card base standard A2 size and this piece of cardstock. They are both from Nina. It's Nina Solar White 80 pound. This is the stamp set I'm going to use by Altenew, and as you can see I have drawn a line around the shapes of the butterflies that go together. This is a stamp set where you layer different stamps on top of each other to create the final image, and I was getting confused which belong together, so I just outlined them. This is not a duck. It might look like that, but it's not. This is just the first layer of my stamp. And in between each stamping I'm heat setting the image because I don't want the inks to bleed into each other. And now before I move on to the next layer, I'm trying to line up, or at least to figure out which end goes where. These are called painted butterflies for a reason. It's not going to line up perfectly ever because it's not made for that, but you at least want to know which end of the butterfly is the front and which one is the rear end. At the very last, I'm using Archival Black ink by Ranger, and this ink doesn't bleed. I wanted an ink that for certain would not bleed and still give me a very crisp impression, and you can see the final product is really, really beautiful. At least I think it's really beautiful. I fuzzy cut it, which is easier than you would think. And now I'm moving on to the card base. I've masked off parts of my card so only a centerpiece remains open, and I'm using this stamp from I think it's from Mama Elephant On Point Borders to create this pattern. By the way, all the supplies I'm using are listed in the video description below. And now I'm just adding some dots here and there, so it won't be like this very technical grid pattern. I wanted to be happy, simply because it's a birthday card, right? And I choose those mint and blue colors because the butterfly already is, yellowy orange. I wanted some cool colors in there as well. I also drew a dashed line around the stuff that I stamped, just to accentuate it a bit more. And then I'm stamping my sentiment with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It's my favorite black ink for sentiments, and this is a sentiment by Mama Elephant as well. So I'm basically just using Mama Elephant and Altenew on this card. I'm gonna lift it off gently, because the pigment ink is quite sticky and I didn't want to tear my card base by accident. And now I've put some foam tape behind the butterfly, and I've rolled up 2 glue dots and put one each underneath each antenna, because I want those to have some support as well and be dimensional. If you wouldn't put anything underneath, you could maybe accidentally tear it if you move it in and out of an envelope. And here you can see it, there's just a tiny bit of dimension to it, not a lot, and that's enough for me. I sprinkled some pretty pink posh not butterflies, but sequins onto the card. And I've used my Wink of Stella pen on the butterfly, and you can see it sparkles just gorgeously. I absolutely love it. I really enjoy the sparkle that it adds. And that's already the card for today. Pretty easy to make. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you liked it, I have some more stuff for you. Here are 3 other cards that I made, using different techniques for each of the cards. If you like them, check them out, and if you like them too, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, bye!